here all alone in space?
8 seconds elapsed time.
Great Scott, there's nobody here. Other people have suffered that too. I've seen other things when they cancel the whole thing.
Hello, everybody. Hello, our empty.
Hello.
Our empty room.
You should put an echo on that, I think, just to show.
Well, I could do the space voice thing here, though.
Oh, okay, that might do it.
Hello, hello, hello. That's almost like an echo, though.
Yeah, it's somewhat like that, eh?
Yeah. Gaming lawyer. Oh my lord.
Gaming lawyer? Wow.
Wait, let me get the...
That's from a different universe.
Oh, I thought I had the space voice on. No, I didn't. I actually just had the knob where I turned the volume on it. I'm so clueless, it's not funny. My God, man. So it's been so long since we've seen you. I hope you've been well. As you can see, we were the show has transmorgified somewhat over the ensuing few weeks or months or whatever. So welcome, anyway.
Yes.
And Nathan Likes Drums is here. He says hello.
Okay.
Hi, Nathan Likes Drums. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for coming in. I'm so pleased. We have nothing prepared, nothing new prepared for this week. Just the same old boring stuff.
You can't say that.
No, I can't say that.
No,
I'm a little too close. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Oh, I thought your discussion about the technical things that are going on.
Yeah, I think gaming lawyer will probably appreciate that. I've had a really busy week. For one thing, if you're noticing that the stream... Oh, I got to get rid of it. I don't like that picture, the one that's on there right now.
Oh. What picture is that?
It's the one where it's like there's like a black hole in the middle and then all these... like it's too busy and it's sort of irritating. I don't know why.
Oh, all right.
I'm going to get rid of that one. It says, gaming lawyer says, I think it was always a matter of time before it evolved into heads in space. Yeah.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, every week is a
that?
little different, and then suddenly the long sleeve shirts and now the white gloves and the package is complete, eh?
Heads in space.
Heads in space.
Oops.
Oh, yeah. Getting back to this week, it was like crazy. If you notice the stream, it's actually looking pretty good. I'm streaming. Oh, no, it's at 2600 again.
What?
Oh, for rat's sakes.
Hey, that was pretty smooth.
What?
Not swearing.
Wow, yeah.
It's bizarre.
It's supposed to be at almost 9,000.
And it's only at 2,000?
Yeah, it must have reverted back. Anyway, I'll double check that next time. And I can't really do it right now, can I?
I don't know.
Let me see. Settings.
Do you have to start the feed over again?
Yeah, it'll just... I'm going to try it because that's... I mean, I had it... let me see. Tools.
That's radically different.
It is. It's a drag, actually. So let me just get my review there.
I don't know why it reverts back or how it reverts back.
I don't know either, to be quite frank. If bear with me, gentlemen, I'm just going to see if I can improve because I worked really hard to get this improved, and now it's like
it doesn't want to do it.
Yeah. So let's see. Where's a wizard thing here? Tools help. Oh yeah, it won't work while you're streaming already.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, that sort of blows.
Yes.
Anyway, okay, we'll just bear with it then. So I finally got the capture card for the. It's like a Black Magic capture card for. What I'm using it for is this camera that I'm using, which is it's a Panasonic Lumix G7, sorry, and it's a 4K capable card, and this camera, and the card is also 4K capable. I mean, I can't stream it 4K because I don't have the upload bandwidth at the moment, but should that come to pass, then I'll eventually be able to. So I unfortunately, this card has got a really bad reputation in that the heatsink and fan are apparently really inadequate for the amount of heat that it generates. And the previous iterations of the firmware had caused this fan to rev at full RPMs from the get-go. And there was this guy called, let me see, what's his, Russian Joe Salad, something like that. And I'm gonna, when I have the video, I've been editing the video all week too. It's from 3 hours down to 30 minutes at the moment. But when I finally got it installed, what happened after that was because of the way the slots are working in my case, I have the bottom slot is for this aqueduct external water radiator that I have hooked up to the system, and that has the Molex power that powers it, and then the pumping it, and then the next would be the Blackmagic capture card, and then on top of that I have this crappy USB 3 card which also needs a Molex power, but when I put in the Blackmagic graphics card, I had to pull the Molex connector from this USB card. So when I finally got it in there, I checked that it worked, everything was working. I said, I got the bright idea. The day after, I'd spent like all day editing like a madman. I just didn't want to face it again. So I decided, I'll just clean up this Molex thing, because I had sort of in my mind to do a little bit of after footage with it installed, right? So I spent the morning cleaning up the apartment, doing some chores and stuff, and finally got around to changing the connector, the Molex connector, and put in a new cable. And then it was all set. I go to hit power, and nothing happened. And I was like, oh no, because last October, I had a double failure when I was converting my system from air-cooled to water-cooled. I had a double failure of a power supply and a motherboard, and I was just struck that maybe I was going to be here again with this issue.
Oh, you never know.
But because of this thing that happened last year, I had a spare power supply and I had a spare motherboard, and I figured, let's do it, because I wanted to have this fixed for today, right? So I spent that whole day changing over the power supply and the motherboard. And I also took that opportunity to change the routing of my water loop from going through the graphics card first through going to the CPU first. So at least that was out of the way. So I did all that, and so powered on, nothing. Oh no. And so it's like, I knew the power supply was good. I knew the motherboard was good. They were both brand new, so it couldn't have been the power supply or the motherboard that I just changed either. So it had to be something that was there. So I was thinking, and I thought maybe it's just the bad cable for this Molex thing. So I just finally decided, why did I just double check? So I pulled that stupid USB card, and I was going to dump it. And I figured had it in my hand. I was just about to drop it to the side and not worry about it when I said, why don't I just double check seating that Molex connector? And then it was still in my hand, like hanging there connected. And I turned on the power, and it powered up. I said, oh, good. So I thought, why don't I just check it with this USB card in the system too? So I put it back in, and then boom, fired up, no problem. Oh. So the only thing I can think of that happened was that USB card had worked its way out of the slot a little bit from the contraction and expansion or whatever, because it goes in there really almost too easily, and that's what it was. So, but in that process of fixing all that stuff up, I discovered I messed up the heatsink modification for that Blackmagic card. Because in that process, I discovered that there's like two, they're like spring screws, like they have like little, I don't know, you put them in, they're not proper screws, but they compress and then they expand in the other side of when you punch them through. And one of them had let go, so this copper heatsink was just sort of hanging by one, and it would have only been a little bit of time before it died. So it turns out I had missed where that heatsink, which I was spent the better part of a day modding, I'd missed two little spots where it touched or overhung overhung these two chokes, I guess they are, maybe. Anyway, so I had to chop off this and that, and then reinstall it, and now it's fine. So, I mean, it was like a total. I was exhausted after that because I was like, I need this machine to run, and if I screw it up, well, it's like death in space.
Yeah, not pretty.
Where no one can hear you scream ever again.
Oh, and there is screaming.
Yeah, it's terrible to live with there, sweetie.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's not working well. Well, it's frustrating, so I get it.
It is. It's just terrible. So, I don't know if you guys... hello, third person. I don't know if you guys know, we did a little sort of, semi-collaboration with Nines Catudio last week. And she had sent me some of her pictures of her kitty cats, and I had stuffed them into a NASA spacesuit. So yeah, the result. The last week, I presented what I had done with those, and that would be on display here, which will be coming. And she sort of really liked that, and she made a special special shout out video which included all that, and it was turned out really good, So
yeah, it did.
Yeah, so there's there's her little cat heads peeking out. Yeah, I was quite happy with how that turned out. And those images, like the spacesuits, those are from NASA as well, just like our backgrounds here, and yeah,
public domain.
Public domain. So, and then and Nines Catudia provided the. Who's your back OD? It's me, just doing the dishes and watching. Well, thank you for coming in. I'm not sure if I know you. Let me see. I'll put you. I probably do know you. Let's see. Have a look at your page. No, I don't know you. Okay, well, thanks for coming in. I'll check you out after the show, and Oh boy, yeah, it's been like I was just saying. It's been a really, really just odd week, So it's nice to be able to relax for a little bit and not stress out overly about stuff. So, oh my God, Creators Alliance, thank you so much for. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Oh, okay. You saw us on the Pusha show like a few weeks ago. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I have to say, that was I really, really enjoyed that. So, Creators Alliance, do we know each other? Well, are you not the Joker who runs the Creators Alliance? Because I did a little commercial there for you.
Right.
Or maybe you're a different one. I thought maybe you are a different one, because the one I know, he has the same symbol, but it's green. How are you surviving there without the spaces? Well, it's all fake. It's all...
You can't say that.
Oh, I can't?
No.
We're faking it good. So, yeah.
We hold our breath really well.
Yeah, we're heads in space. We don't need oxygen, no.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, you laughed a lot. Oh, well, that's good, yeah. Oh, yeah, look at those cats, eh? They I was just saying earlier there that last week, I'd made those cats for Nines Catudio. She sent me pictures of her kitties, and I stuffed them into space suits and that, so, and that turned out really, yeah, see, yeah, we know each other. There you go. Oh, maybe you're talking to, and Mr. Blaze's Craze there, too. Hey, how's your channel doing there, kid? Long time, no? Yeah, it's been about a month or so. Oh, now it used to be Green House Blue. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for coming anyway. Yeah, you put on a great show. Yeah, Mr. Creators Alliance there. It's the leader there is called the Joker, and he puts on a show, Tuber Talk. I think, what is it? Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, or Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, something like that. So. Yeah, he's fairly prominent on Twitter, and the hashtag is Small YouTuber Army, I think. Eh?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, or YouTubers Army, one of them. I was just lamenting the fact that my stream should be at double the kilobits per second than it actually is. I don't know. I keep trying. Last week it was running really good, but now I'm back to sort of a standard thing. Meowstronauts.
What's that? Meow what?
Meowstronauts.
Oh, Meowstronauts. That's right. Oh, remember Remy Moore? He said, there's a Deep Space Nine.
Deep Space Nine,
Oh, because the main cat there is Nine.
Yeah.
Nine's Catudio.
Well, I don't know if you guys have seen some of the other little tricks there that I've done. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sunday at 9 p.m.
Tuesdays, Thursdays.
Oh, you have now 84 supporters, Mr. Blazes Craze. Congratulations. Yeah,
well done.
Yeah. I'll make sure to check you out again after the show. Yeah, so this is one of those gimmicks that I pulled where I took my my avatar and I've turned it into snow here, so so many of me. So many of me. Yeah, I was just actually speaking with Michelle here that I should I could do those with anybody's avatar. So
sure,
yeah,
that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. So have I got the glitch thing? I think that's what I did over there. Wow. So I just went on and on about what a difficult week it was for us because I had like a big major hardware issue and which now means that the editing that I was doing needs to have some additions done. So if anybody has some news that they would like to relate or things that are going on that would they be of interest to the community, then please feel free. 86. Yeah. What is that? That's you. That's right.
Time is set.
He didn't like with my falling heads there. He says,
right.
"What?" He was thinking, "What is that?" And then it's like, "Oh, that's you."
Oh, okay.
I got another one too here, which I think is kind of cool. Like, it's the, it's like like when I hit 1,000 subscribers, okay. It said the little subscriber thing said 1,000, so I cut that out and saved it. And then after I created my falling avatar head there, I decided, well, why don't I do the same thing with the sub buttons, right? So, subs for everybody, beautiful gourd, subs from heaven.
Right, I was gonna say subs from heaven.
Subs from heaven.
Sounds like pennies from heaven.
Penny, and I did the soundtrack for that. It was like there was like one. I can't remember which one it is. One of them has a penny whistle and a kazoo and me playing mouth drum, that sort of thing. So yeah, it was kind of fun to create. I don't know. I just like that sort of stuff. I'm silly that way. Oh, excuse me. And of course, the all-time favorite.
Oh, this is the confetti.
A celebration. As I said earlier, I'll just say it again. Thank you for coming. Thank you for gracing us with your presence in our humble show. We try to keep things sort of light on Sundays. I mean, usually I think all of us have a kind of pretty busy week, and I don't know. It's like Sunday afternoon. Do we need anything heavy and stressful? No way.
Probably not. That's too much like real life.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I don't know. This. I was really relieved. I managed to salvage, or anything. Nothing went worse than it could have been. Like I was saying earlier, I had this major hardware issue, and I spent all day like fixing it. So I was like, it worked out. So I'm very pleased with that. Except right now the stream is 2,700. It's supposed to be 9,000.
So many things. It's hard to get it perfect.
I know. It's like you can't. There's nothing dependable. Like if I close OBS and then open it, something will change.
Yes. Yeah. The settings don't stay the same.
It's
anymore.
like so irritating. Oh, mine is reviewed. I never lost monetization unboxing. Yeah, because that's why I freaked out. Like when I first heard the news, I freaked out. If you go back into my catalog, there's a video where I'm crying. I'm literally in tears. And a couple of days after that video, somebody suggested a little collaboration saying, you know, the IAmACreator collaboration. That original video, I'm a participant of that. So I helped in that video, and I sort of gave up. I didn't think anything was going to happen because I sent it off to, I didn't know who on the internet. And I figured, oh, it's some scam or something. And yeah, that's true, gaming lawyer, eh? But the background's not static though. It's like it changes, but I don't know. But you're right. It's not like an FPS game, you know, first person shooter or something like that. So, but yeah. So, but a few days later, I got notification that this video was ready. So I'm actually hosting that one of the original postings of the IAmACreator video. So in an effect, I'm one of the originators of that hashtag as well. So, you know, it's growing way beyond where we were, but you know, I just struggle to save my monetization for that month. I worked like a dog night and day for that 30 days, and at the end I managed to just squeak over the line, so I never lost monetization. I was just responding to...
well, good thing.
Yeah, it's because Unboxing SVE says, awesome, I suppose YouTube still didn't review your channel. I'm also waiting for a review. Wow. And then Creators Alliance, I'm the same, always doing dumb stuff with OBS. Right, like my ladies walk across the screen. I figure as long as I'm laughing, that's all that matters. Yeah, that's the thing, eh? It's like I get so amused by silly things, you know? Yeah, gaming lawyer said, yeah, luckily a couple of static heads. The settings don't, I think they do, but it's this streaming thing because it's, actually I have another channel. I play chess, eh? And I just got approval for doing live streams on that channel, so I'll be doing that as well. Because now that I've got this actual camera as my webcam, I'm definitely intending to do a lot more than just, you know, not much. Let's see. BTD is here. Hi, BTD. Thank you for coming. You know, so yeah. Oh wait, that deserves confetti, doesn't it? There we go. Whoa, confetti.
Hey, you know you got to do a British accent for BTD. He was trying to do not trying to. He succeeded in doing.
The confetti's not working. Oh, that's because I just had the confetti. Oh, he can see.
What?
Well, I do a very nice British accent. I do several of them, don't I?
Oh,
but my mouth is all dry.
Oh, well, that's...
And then computer. Hey, how are you doing today? We are doing fine. Thank you so much for coming. Oh, I was so blessed to have you grace us with your presence.
He does go on, doesn't he?
I do not.
Yes, you do. Bloody hell you do.
But it's exciting.
Oh, yes, I agree.
And then he says, computer said I plus am plus a plus creator.
Ah, excelente.
Yeah, and then Unboxing SVE says, oh, I didn't know that. Great for you. Hard work does pay off. It does, you know, so.
Well, it should.
And Computer says, yes, yours was the first IAmACreator video on the YouTube. No, actually, I think it was the second or third, because all of the participants got the opportunity to post that. And so all of us that were in it were the first bunch to post it. So and the first people who helped, you know, supported each other were all people in that original video, because the participants are all listed in the description of each of those videos. So that's where it really all started. We went to each other and we all hosted those videos, and then we support each other, and then more people saw it, more people commented, and then we started, you know, some people were a lot more, you know, engaged and aggressive in getting out there and doing this sort of thing. So it just snowballed from there, and that's why I was so working so hard to try and make mine, because I didn't want to lose monetization. And even now it's turned out that was probably the best smart thing to do, because they're still not you know, approving monetization for channels that have made it. There's some channels out there with like tens of thousands of subscribers and millions of views who still aren't monetized. You know, I cannot believe that.
Well, they're dragging their feet. The latest I've heard is it's supposed to be June or July sometime when they decide maybe they're going to do something. But
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, what are they waiting for?
Oh, Creators Alliance says, are you in Canada? Yes, we are in Canada. Ottawa, actually, the nation's capital of Canada. As it says, I'm not sure if it says on my About page, but it says there. BTD says, both of your British accents are fantastic. Way better than what I've heard from others. Well, I've had years of practice, don't you know?
Well, I can't do a Bristol accent, though. I don't know how that works exactly. Bristol is where BTD is from.
Oh, Bristol.
Yes,
Ooh,
it's
la la.
very distinct accent.
Yeah, it is actually.
Yeah.
Computer says the first one I saw and got into the community with. Sorry, I didn't mention that. Yeah, so that's, yeah. For a second, I thought you had a British guest on because I couldn't hear it. Oh. It's not bad, is it? You know, it's always good. Mm-hmm. Funny, every time I try to do Sean Connery, it's like I slip into like John Lennon or something.
Like singing while you're talking about Liverpool.
Liverpool, eh? Oh, yeah, that's a fantastic Sean Connery. Oh, Mr. Bottle Caps. Hello, Bottle Caps.
Wow.
Joker, I actually thought you were heading the community. No, I see. Like I have a different kind of structure that I think. Well, it's not. I think the objective is for each of us to build our own communities, right? Because we are all desirous of, generating a community that we support and that supports us mutually, right? So that's where like everybody sort of builds their own tree kind of thing, and that's what I think. There's been some discussion or some dissension, as far as I suspect, because I don't want to get into it really. I'll be honest with you, but that aspect of it has really kind of gone by the wayside a little bit, and it's sort of I'm a purist that way, and unfortunately too is like I don't want to spend my life being hashtag IAmACreator. I have like a plan for the content of my channel, so that's what I want to concentrate. And of course, the people who are also engaged in their channels, but at the same time, we support each other and do different things. So, it's like I say, I'm really glad to see all of you here. It's really gratifying. I'm just I'm sort of talking and I'm glancing at the chat because it's nice to see you. Not a fan, Ko-off. Well, of course you're not a fan. I mean, that's you're. Oh, not a fan of what though? Isn't real thick, but there are a few as in your vernacular. Yeah, actually, I kind of what's the word? I kind of accentuate that. I sort of do that on purpose sometimes.
What, you mean like the Canadian A?
Yeah, the Canadian A.
Oh, right. Well, you're just trying to prove you fit in or something like that.
That's right. I was actually born in Germany, so I learned English twice. I was born in Germany, came to Canada when I was like 3 months old, and then when I was 4, we moved back to Germany, and then when I was 7 or something, we came back to Canada again, and I had to learn English again. So, but I never really fit in here. I consider myself Canadian, but I'm not of Canada, but then again, I'm not of Europe or Germany or anything like that anymore either. So it's like, if you talk to a lot of people who have that same sort of background, they have that same sort of feeling. They don't feel kind of disconnected from their state. There's like this nostalgia for wanting to go back, but they can't really go back because, you're not part of that world either anymore. So it's really, it's an odd thing. Mm-hmm. Patsy Hunan is here.
Oh.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's like I said, it's kind of gone odd, I think, I'm more, as I said, I believe in mutual community building. So that's, if one of us sort of centers things on themselves, well, what does that really do? You have to ask yourself.
Isn't that sort of like, what, there's no me in mutual?
That's right.
Well, it's true.
Yeah. Yeah, computer. Yeah, exactly. I can tell that's sort of a similar thing with you because, I mean, you're not, you don't have that typical American accent and that sort of thing, right?
No,
So
it's kind of different.
yeah, I can tell. Like anybody, I had a friend who was originally from Mexico, spent all of her working life here in Canada, and then retired back to Mexico. But she felt that way her whole life too. It was a very disconnected state, you know. So. Oh, that's the bottom third, lower thirds. That's from that's part of my Vegas. I think it's what is it? What is that? Boris Effects. It's like a sort of a limited add-in for Sony Vegas Pro 14 that they gave us. So, yeah. So that's where I got that from. It's like cheesy. Let's see. Bottle caps, and it's only Eastern Canada that eat crap called poutine. I beg to differ. I think it's more like Eastern Quebec, Quebec, and then it sort of drifts a little bit here. I mean, I don't really care for poutine. That's like a heart attack on a. And anybody who doesn't know what it is, you're probably better off not knowing what it is, because it's just as a descriptor. It's French fries, like some sort of gravy, and these cheese curds. Oh. But in most of Canada, like they put mozzarella on it instead of the actual curds. So, but even the real stuff, it's like way too salty, way too fat, way too
It's too.
Yeah, too. I mean, I like French fries with mayonnaise, and that's sort of my deal. Computer said those cats popping in again. No, actually, Vegas Pro 15 is the newest. I didn't buy the newest one because they still have a lot of. They were supposed to have like a GPU accelerated rendering, and it wasn't very effective. They've introduced a lot more bugs, and I just I already paid literally $500 Canadian to get a proper license, and then they wanted another $250, I think, American to upgrade, and I was like, that's not worth it. So I'll see what they come up with next year. Maybe I'll upgrade then, but I mean, for what I do. Let's see. Yeah. So I don't know why. Gaming lawyer, it says you're. You know what? You got restricted for that thing. I don't know why.
Restricted?
Yeah, so you said I get poutine poppers from my store's freezer section. Deep fried balls of potato gravy and curd. Oh my God.
Weird. I've never heard of that. Wow. That's scary.
Yeah, Creators Online. So it's like, I'm Canadian though. I was like the Canadian amount. I think it was like 500. I can't remember what it was. American. Because I had a studio license, right? Which I bought from Amazon for $50. So that was version 11 or 13. I think it was version 11 studio. It was like $50 on Amazon, but that gave me a discount code for when Magic's bought it out. But the cost to me was still around $500 because I bought the suite, right, which was all of it. And I know 14 was on Steam. It really disgusted me. It was, the $20 Humble Bundle, which I was just about to mention,
That's funny, Humble Bumble.
Yeah. Like, whoa. And it's like, it felt like a slap in the face, I spent $500 and they sell it, well, it's American, so it would have been like 27 or something, but still, they sell Pro 14 for $27 or $20. But I think that's just those cats.
Well, what is it with Sony? I mean,
it's not Sony. It's Magic.
Well, I mean, it used to be. Well, I mean, things that used to be Sony. Well, like their e-reader. It's a good e-reader, and then they decided to just drop it.
They were losing money on a lot of things.
I guess so.
As balls. Yeah, you're right.
Was this about the Humble Bumble?
Yeah, no, Gaming Lawyer said, I think it got deleted because I described the shape of the poutine poppers as balls.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's crazy. You can't use the word ball or balls.
Maybe.
What, are they going to cancel this because I said that? Or we said
maybe.
That's insane.
Yeah.
You could be talking about sports. You can't talk about football or soccer.
Yeah, anyway, that's how I did the lower thirds there. It's just a little thing there. Everybody help out Blaze. Yeah, everybody help him
Okay.
out. Yeah,
All
that's right. Help everybody. Everybody help everybody.
Okay.
It's the cats. The cats. I'm looking at them and they're driving me crazy. Wait, let me do this.
You're mesmerized.
It's the cats. I can't understand it. I keep staring at them and I can't. There's nothing else. It's like, oh, the cats, the cats, the cats. Oh, wow. That's Yeah, let's go back to my little glitch button there. Balls testing. Yeah, see, balls by itself. It must be what? Poutine popper. Maybe it's poppers, because poppers are a thing, eh?
Yeah,
Maybe it's deep fried balls.
Well, either way, balls or poppers, I mean, are they really... It's not exactly profanity, is it?
Well, yeah, I don't know.
I think it's got to be within context. It would be maybe. Maybe.
Creators Alliance, how do you create those floating objects and raining coafs? Well... well, there are two different things. Raining coafs is actually... It's actually not... It wasn't that bad. If you've looked into Resolve... I wish I could do that. Patsy Houlihan said, "Were you a radio announcer in another life?" Oh, thank you so much, Joker. He said you have a cool setup. Thank you so much. I'm really proud of it. Really proud of it. I should give you a tweet. I wouldn't mind showing up on your show sometime. I figured out how I can travel with the setup too, by the way. So I can bring that into you. Computer said, "Wow, 15 minutes into watching your show and I'm not blocked by YouTube or disconnected." Wow. Woo!
Does that typically happen?
Well, last few months, every time he's come, I think it's your ISP, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Says things are back to good old days. Fingers crossed. Yeah.
Fingers crossed with you.
Don't start putting any floating cats on your channel, Joker, lol. Google, yeah, that's what I mean. I can do a virtual camera. I've got a virtual camera plug-in in OBS, so I can use that to record to be the camera in Google now. So it should work. It worked on the pushes, so it would be cool. Yeah. What do you mean travel? That's what I mean travel. So if I'm a guest on your show using Google Hangouts, I can use virtual camera to have my OBS set up in Google Hangouts. So you're not looking at the boring green screen behind me.
Yeah, that would be not so interesting.
Yeah. So I'm just scrolling back up here. I don't know what that is. Oh, poutine. Yeah, I described poutine pretty good, eh? Oh, nice. Oh, by the way, Patsy Houlihan, thank you for coming. It's nice to see you. Very gracious of you you are the nicest puppet on YouTube.
Indeed.
Yeah, and I think was it Creators Alliance or was it Joker who thought I was making fun of you or something? No, I wasn't making fun of him. I'm not that kind of guy.
No.
Pusha's painting their walls with Insane Asylum white. Oh, Insane Asylum white. Oh, good.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's funny. I mean, yeah. I don't know how they do that. They put on a show like
every day,
almost
pretty
6 days a week. I think they do a show, and sometimes twice. If Andrew gets up and does a show in the mornings.
Oh yeah, winging it. I think he calls it.
Yeah, that's like. Well, I don't know. I just don't have that.
Well, you gotta have something to talk about and run out of things to talk about.
Oh, I hate Google Hangouts too, man. Sorry, Shelley.
Oh, sorry, no, it's
what were
okay.
you gonna say?
No, I was just saying, we'd run out of things to talk about.
Well, exactly. I don't want to start repeating myself, and I need time to, put up some stuff here. An alternative, actually, Joker, would be to try maybe do it through the Discord. You have that Discord server. We could test it out with like a video thing, because I have Discord as well. Actually, if you look, whoops, I always do that wrong. If you look there, that's a bot hanging out in my Discord, which is monitoring a voice channel there. Yeah, I know. I caught some of that show, Patsy. I don't know if I commented or if you knew I was there.
Oh,
but
the Pusha's thing?
yeah,
Where she was
yeah,
just...
yeah. We were there for
Yeah,
a fair bit
that.
actually, so we saw you there.
Yeah.
You know. Oh yeah, it's all about watch time minutes. Yeah, but I mean, geez, how much do they need? You know, I mean, after 4,000 hours, it's pretty pointless because nobody goes back and watches those things.
Not likely.
No, not even.
Maybe a few. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it would depend.
I mean, unless they're interviewing, you know, huge names, they're not getting any watch time after the initial whatever. You know, I think if they stuck to like 3 times a week, that'd be plenty. They'd probably get enough watch time from that. But that's not for me to say. I you know, they are obviously enjoying it, so that's well, you know. More power to them.
They're really
you know?
good at it.
And same with you know, Joker there. He likes doing his show. He just said, I don't like Google Hangouts, but they're... Oh, it does it? Oh. He said Discord lags when he streams the video call. Well, that's good to know because I was going to explore that. There must be... What about Zoom? Have you ever looked into Zoom? Because the thing I want to do that side-by-side thing, too, and I can't figure out how to do it. That's like annoying, because I have no experience with this live stuff at all. And, you know, as a matter of fact, the only time I ever did any live shows, live streaming, was as a result of what do I call it? I don't want to call it the apocalypse, but this... What's that thing when they something not tragedy either, but this?
Oh, you mean the singularity? Is that what you're
no?
talking about?
Well, when the policy changed at YouTube, so I was like, ugh.
Oh, okay.
You tried twice and it went flat, eh? What went flat, Pusha? Oh, Zoom is awesome. Oh, okay. Because I think I downloaded the app to my phone, so it actually has an app for the BlackBerry Z30, which I thought that was impressive right there. So yeah, maybe we could check out Zoom. Oh, okay. Oh, it's just not free. What the hell?
What, Zoom's not free?
That's right. I don't think it is. But I mean, okay. Well, I'll look into it anyway. So. Well,
maybe it's worthwhile though.
You never know.
Yeah.
I'm better as a guest. A little bit goes a long way. That may well be, you know. That well be. I you know, no offense, Patsy. No offense. Well, I guess so. It's not just me personally. Thank the guests here in our show who have the largesse to support you and go out, be good, and return that, pay it forward. I think, as they say, you know, which is sort of, you know. Yeah. 14. That's pricey though. Do you pay for that, Joker? Zoom is $14 a month.
Wow. Jeez.
I thought it was less than for something. How many people are going to hang around when YouTube starts charging us money? Well, they're not going to. They can't. And actually, they get enough out of knowing what people like. They have people's proclivities like figured out to a T, you know. So it's like you don't even have to produce anything. If you're watching stuff on YouTube, they know, you know, what you like, and that goes into your profile. They're never going to charge you. They just want, you know, want us all as guinea pigs to do with as they will. So, yeah.
Well, they do have something called...
Let's have the cats back. I like the cats.
Well, it's YouTube Red. Have you heard of YouTube Red? I think that's a paid thing. It's like cable TV.
Yeah, it's like cable TV, so there's no commercials. But I think Bottlecast was saying more in terms of utilizing their like Hangouts, using that as a pay service rather than. I think on enterprise in like real businesses sort of thing, that's the different story. I think they charge as well though. Yeah, it's totally. And to all people who support, to supporters and creators. That's right, Mr. Blazes Craze. Well said. Yeah, it was a bit... So this was a pretty good end to the week. As I was saying earlier, YouTube Red is a scam. Yeah, well, I'm not big on cable or any of that stuff anyway, so it's like it's no loss to me. So they can charge whatever they want. Personally, actually, yeah, I heard they were doing a new music service too. They're wrapping in a bunch of stuff into. I'm not sure how much they're planning to charge, but again, you know, I actually have like CDs which I personally ripped, so I've got like. Let's see. No, I can't ask interviews to pay, so I won't. Truthfully, I'm not 100% sure about the price, but it used to be, and all of a sudden, just 60 seconds. Yeah, that sucks, you know. Yeah, all of these services, they're great, but then they're not free, you know. And you know what I'm thinking of is you know, like those of us who are going to or thinking about doing this on a more, you know, regular professional basis, it would behoove us to look into our own RTMP servers, right? So we set up our service like through Oz, like or Amazon Oz there, and use that as a streaming point. And since we're paying for that by ourselves, you know, we own that server, which would then restream our connections to YouTube or wherever. And that may be the way to go. I mean, compared to a paid service, I think it's pennies on the dollar for that. And I think as a creator, somebody who does hosting and that sort of thing, well, maybe that may be something worth considering. So it's like one of the things I'm trying to figure out, you know. So you have to send somebody a link anyway. So you're sending somebody a link to you know, Google Hangouts. Well, you can always send one to your private server and have I don't know, some sort of a login query or something. I don't know. Trolls. They'll be the death of us all, I think. Bottlecap says, I've never tried YouTube Red. Joker, what is it like? Well, it's like television, or it's like YouTube without the commercials, sort of thing. You know, I think that's what it is. I'm not sure. How long have you been on YouTube? Seems like I came across you off and on years ago. Yeah, I don't know what it is, Patsy. I have this weird feeling about you too. I'm not sure. I've been on for 10 years, you know, so long time. But it's only been the last couple of years that I've been really, you know, making attempts to, you know, to be a very high quality, you know, productions and stuff like that. So, so yeah, Creators Alliance answering Bottlecap says there's no ads and you're able to download videos. Oh,
okay,
yeah. Or you're thinking of YTTV. Oh, okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, because there's a new service that they started called YouTube Television. But I thought I thought that was one of the things where they're thinking of abandoning YouTube Red and wrapping it into this new service. I'm not sure. Okay. I don't want to be espousing rumors. Yeah. We don't get any of that stuff up here in Canada anyway. We don't have YouTube Red in Canada. We don't have anything like that. I mean, we have Google like Music, but I think it's a different version than you guys get in the States. So, you know, so I don't think a lot of us really think about it or worry about it all that much. So, and Patsy Hulusan has been on YouTube for about 7 years. Yeah, I think I'm sure I may have seen you here and there, like, so I'm shrugging my shoulders, by the way. Oh, your creator was on longer with 2 other channels. Okay. Oh, and you're not sure either, eh, Joker? No. Wow. This has been pretty good. I thank you all again. I'm sorry I see the same thing over and over again.
Well, yeah, but you guys make the show.
Yeah, you guys make...
Without you guys...
And the cats make the show.
Well, okay, the cats too. Yes, okay. Well, the audience and the cats make the show.
Well, yeah.
The audience are part of the show. They, you know, they get to participate.
Well, these guys, I think everybody watching here has been, you know, you've all been around, you know what,
sure.
You know, so they're not going to flip out something crazy. Joker, he's been doing, like, you know, lots of heavy lifting with your show. I mean, wow, you know. Good. So he gets a lot of people in there, and it's interesting to see. There's kind of a oh yes, thank you. I never even thought to say that. Smash the like button, you know. Oh, I never thought, or tweet it out. I guess it's a little late. We finish on the hour, so yeah, definitely thumbs Thank you all for showing. Yeah, this is Verdict Squad does that. Every time somebody comes into the chat, they clap.
Oh.
Hi, computer. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Excellent. We should do that.
Yeah. And as you were saying, though, it's you guys that make the show. I mean, really, you guys make the show.
Well, without people to watch, we're just
heads in space.
It's a couple of dingbats sitting here in
a green shirt, you know.
Yes, right.
All right, we're hitting on 15 seconds. We cut pretty tight on the hour because you guys have lives, we have lives, and we don't want to impinge on anybody else's time who you may be thinking about going to see. So you make it, we run it. That's about it, eh, guys? Yeah. All right, thanks so much for coming. We will be back next week. Thank you.